All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm so excited for this deep dive because we're tackling something that's been, well, frankly, blowing up my newsfeed for months now.
Oh, yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
Definitely.
It feels like every day there's a new breakthrough, a new concern, or a new prediction about how it's going to change the world.
Absolutely. And that's exactly why we're here today, to get past the hype and dig into how AI is actually being implemented in companies and organizations.
That's right. We've got a stack of reports and articles here from industry leaders and experts, all grappling with this question of how to make AI work in the real world.
And one of the biggest takeaways that has jumped out at me is this rise of a brand new executive role.
Oh, yeah.
The Chief AI Officer.
Okay, the CAIO. Now, I got to be honest, when I first saw that title, I pictured, I don't know, some kind of super techie locked away in a server room surrounded by blinking lights.
I can see that, but the reality is much more interesting.
So tell me more.
The CAIO isn't just about the technical side of AI. They are emerging as strategic leaders, shaping how entire organizations approach and utilize this technology.
So less about writing the code and more about the big picture strategy.
Exactly. It's about understanding the potential of AI across all aspects of the business, from operations and marketing to product development and even customer service.
Okay, I'm starting to get it, but this all sounds very high level. What kind of expertise are we actually talking about here? I mean, what makes someone qualified to be a CAIO?
That's a great question, and I think it gets to the heart of what makes this role so unique. Companies today are desperate for people who can not only build AI systems, but who can connect those systems to real business needs.
Right, so it's not enough to just be a coding whiz.
Right. They need to understand the specific challenges and opportunities within their industry and then figure out how AI can be used to solve those challenges or seize those opportunities.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine you're a CAIO at a retail company. You might have a team of machine learning specialists working on an AI-powered recommendation engine to personalize product suggestions for each customer.
Okay, that makes sense. That would definitely boost sales.
Exactly. Or let's say you're at a healthcare company. In that case, you might be overseeing the development of AI tools that can analyze medical images like X-rays or MRIs to help doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately.
Wow, the applications really are pretty mind-blowing. But I keep coming back to this idea that finding people with this kind of expertise, people who can bridge that gap between technology and business strategy, it must be incredibly difficult.
You're absolutely right. There's a huge demand for AI talent right now. It's a real shortage.
It's kind of like trying to find a parking spot in downtown during rush hour.
Perfect analogy. And that's why the CAIO often has to wear multiple hats. They're not just leading AI development, they're also responsible for building up the company's AI talent pool.
So you're saying they're not just the coach, they're also the scout, recruiting the next generation of AI all-stars.
I like that. They might be involved in creating internal training programs to upskill existing employees, partnering with universities to attract new graduates, or even scouting potential hires from other industries that are already using AI in innovative ways.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's get real here. What are some of the actual day-to-day challenges a CAIO might face? Because let's be honest, AI is advancing at an insane pace. How do they even keep up?
It's like trying to hit a moving target.
Right.
What's cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow.
Exactly. I imagine that can lead to some hesitation within companies. It's kind of like when smartphones first came out and some people were like, do I really need this? My flip phone works just fine.
I remember those days. And you're right that resistance to change is another big hurdle CAIOs often face.
Because people get comfortable with the way things are.
Exactly. They need to be able to clearly communicate the benefits of AI, address concerns about job displacement, and ensure a smooth transition to new ways of working.
So it sounds like the CIO needs to be a master communicator, not just a tech genius.
Absolutely. They need to be able to build trust and buy-in from everyone from the CEO to the frontline employees.
Okay, so we've got talent shortages, rapid technological change, and employee pushback. Anything else keeping these CAIOs up at night?
Well, as AI becomes more powerful, there's a growing need for responsible implementation.
That's a good point.
CAIOs are increasingly being tasked with ensuring their AI systems are ethical, unbiased, and transparent.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a huge responsibility.
Right, because AI systems learn from the data they're given. If that data reflects existing biases, then the AI can perpetuate and even amplify those biases.
So the CIO needs to be thinking about the societal impact of the technology, not just the bottom line.
Absolutely. They need to be thinking about the ethical implications of AI and working to mitigate any potential negative consequences.
It definitely sounds like a lot to juggle. So for anyone listening who's thinking, hey, maybe I want to be a CAIO someday, what would you tell them?
Well, first I'd say buckle up. It's a wild ride.
Ah.
But seriously, be prepared to be a lifelong learner.
Because the field is constantly changing.
Exactly. AI is a field that demands constant curiosity and a willingness to adapt.
So always be learning, always be growing.
Exactly. And remember, it's not just about the technology itself. It's about understanding how AI can be used to solve real-world problems and create a better future.
And on that note, I think we'll leave everyone with a little homework.
Ooh, I like that.
We've talked about AI in the abstract, but now it's your turn. Think about the potential of AI in your own world.
In your own industry, your own job, or even your own daily life.
Because as we've learned today, it's not just science fiction anymore. It's shaping the way we work, live, and interact with the world around us.
And who knows? Maybe one of you listening will be the next CAIO leading the charge into this exciting new era.
Thanks for joining us.
It was a pleasure to be here.
We'll catch you next time on another deep dive.